What I want to talk about is the reason that I don't remove dew claws and the reason I never had, and the fact that now everything that I used to say to all my other breeder friends about why I didn't remove dew claws, now they're not doing it for the same reasons I didn't do it. And there's also been legislation now that has made it illegal to remove dew claws, just like docking tails and ears on certain breeds. But let's talk first of all about how they do it. People who do take dew claws, they actually snip them off when the puppies are just little tiny things, and then they have to bandage them up and wait for them to heal. So there is the possibility of infection, which is one of the things that I was always afraid of way back when. It just seemed common sense to me. Plus the fact that they do it without anesthesia, and these poor little puppies, they don't care about how they look. If they took it, some people would take off dew claws and just tell me it looked clean. Puppies don't care about what they look about. All they remember is the trauma, or feel the trauma of what you just did to them. But more importantly, the dew claw, I've always said, is the dog's thumb. So I don't want to chop off my dog's thumb. If you thought about how your hand would be and how you'd be able to function without a thumb, that's what your dog. If you've ever watched a dog hold a toy or a stick, you'll see how they use that dew claw to do that. Also, if they're hunting and they're going down maybe a creek bank, they'll use that as a brake also. So it's there for a reason. I believe God put certain things on animals for a reason. I believe it's there for a reason. So I always felt that it needed to be there. People worry about one tearing. I've personally never seen a dog tear a dew claw in 30 years, and I've never removed them. The only thing I do find that people do is they neglect the nail on the dew claw for some reason, and that's what usually gets caught. So if you keep that nail short, you're not gonna have problems with it getting caught. Some of the other things too is that it's actually a joint that's really important to the dog's foot. And if you cut that off, there's gonna be problems with its gait later in life. It's also a really important acupuncture point, which some of you might think is weird, but to me, it's important. There's something that's supposed to be there, so just leave it. And that's about all I really have to say about that subject. If you don't agree with me, you are more than welcome to take the dew claws off if it's legal in your state. I recommend doing it after you get home, possibly doing it when the dog is getting spayed or neutered, so it's under anesthesia. Maybe doing it that time, and with a larger dog that there's not that terrible fear of infection in a little tiny puppy. So if that's what you choose to do, you can, but that's just my 2 cents on dew claws.